Let's see. If this music is good, we'll take a look. If it's not, we won't. So let's hear. All right, we're not looking. I need to lighten the mood. Don't lighten the mood. No! Make her marinate in it. Suffer. This is how a loser feels. This is how you're going to grow up to be, you whore. Bruh. How y'all doing? It's your boy JC and welcome back to another installment of Everlasting Summer. You guys have been enjoying it, hitting the like go, impressive as always. Shout out to everyone who watches this series. I hope you guys have been enjoying it. But yeah, man, we gonna continue this hoe. So last episode, we beat this hoe in poker. That's what the heck we did last episode, and we beat all of them. They're trash. I don't know. As far as theories go, I have things that I assume that may be there, but that I'm not 100% sure. For example, Slavia, when the main character starts sussing people, I kind of jump on that wave because sometimes the main character might be correct when it comes to suspicions. So this main character, Semyon, is suspecting there's something going on. There's something weird, you know what I mean? Like, no one should be happy they're just stuck in a place that they don't know how they got into it. And he also had a theory that, like, what if some people know they got stuck as well, like his situation, but they just don't want to speak out on it because everyone else seems like they don't know our situation, you know? They just think everything's normal. I'm definitely suspecting Slavia of something. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't know, just something weird going on. So without further ado, let's get it. 5 as usual. We'll continue the series. Let's get it going. Let's continue where we left off. I think it's this one. I'm starting to get messy with my saves. All right. So I think we're on day 3. Day 3 or day 4? I forgot. The night left a feeling of anxiety behind. I woke up exhausted between both physical and mental. Oh, wait. I read that backwards. Oops. Let's just cut that out, Josh. It happens to me all the time. You see incredible lucid images in your dream, as if you fell into a Hollywood blockbuster with a plot full of twists, well-paid actors, and multi-million-dollar visual effects. And then you wake up in the morning without remembering a thing. That's what I was trying to do, to restore the images shown by my relaxed brain. But that part of my memory was empty, either archived or formatted completely. You might be spitting. It's 7 a.m. according to the clock. Olga was still sleeping, wrapping so tightly. In a hot summer? You are just suspecting everything. She might be cold, you know what I'm saying? I heard androids get pretty cold. I got up and stretched and went to the mirror to have a look at myself. Okay, I better shave. Strange idea. Before twice a month was enough, but now nothing depends on the way I look. Yeah, you trying to impress these girls? I haven't found a razor anyway. Why do I even need it if I look like I'm 17 at most? So, breakfast can't start earlier than 9 a.m. And this means I have plenty of time, which I could spend on walking and washing, for example. I hate how you have to go outside to do all of this. You got your bare ass naked cheeks out. I guess it's okay. The girls can see what they working with. The water didn't seem ice cold as the previous day. And you're just a cold-blooded Fabian. On the contrary, It's refreshing coolness helped me to brace up and come back to reality. Whether all these events could be called real. The tooth powder didn't seem to be such an outdated thing. A quick thought struck me that it's not that different from the toothpaste. This text wording is crazy. But I get it, it's a Russian translation. When I returned to the cabin, Olga was already up. She was standing in front of the mirror and fixing her hair. Why do I gotta share a room with you, bro? Why? Good morning, Semyon. Morning. Because of my lack of sleep, my head was still singing and my thoughts were jumbled up altogether. I'm just gonna word it the way I want to. Shut the frick up. I've done this visual novel BS already. However, I didn't regret waking up instead of my usual habit of sleeping in for 2 or 3 hours more. How come you got up so early? It just happened. And no neckerchief once again. I'll do it myself. Not a big deal. On my way to the canteen. Why'd you treat them like moms? I don't think so. Do it now. What, you gonna probe me with your robot mechanics? Did you forget about the lineup before breakfast? How could I ever forget? And what's the lineup going to be about today? We'll discuss the agenda for the day. Are we in kindergarten, ma'am? So what's the agenda? Frankly speaking, I didn't care for what might be on the agenda for our courageous pioneer troop. I was mostly interested in where our brave leader will send our little pioneer army for the following 12 to 15 hours. Maybe I can manage to avoid enemy locations. God dang, this man think he's in a war zone. You'll find that out at the lineup. I don't like that facial expression. Why are you happy about this? She gave me a willy smile. Olga, you know, my stomach is getting upset. I'd rather, I believe that's okay to miss the lineup once. It could get all nasty if I fail to control it right there. Where did all this courage come from? You have 5 more minutes. I'm afraid I need more time. Could you tell me right now, please? Sure, I'll try. Wait, are we missing some text? But just in case it all goes down. Oh, fine. On our list for today is cleaning the camp locations, organizing the books in the library, and some other minor tasks. And, of course, we have a ball in the evening. Who the hell wants to do this for the rest of the camp? Like, y'all got janitors? Let them do that. Watch yourself. What? You must take part in the camp activities today. You bet. Definitely. And now I'd rather... Come on, let's hit the road. Okay, bruh, damn. I came out of the cabin and hid in the bushes behind it, waiting for Olga to leave. Actually, I didn't have any particular reason to behave this way. But the voice within me kept telling me that I have nothing to do at the lineup. So can I dip set? After the camp leader left, I went back to the cabin and decided to wait for breakfast there. Okay. Well, I'm not planning on taking part in community life today. Cleaning and organizing. It's not what someone in my situation should be doing. 2 days have passed and I'm still right where I started. All the residents seem to be perfectly ordinary people. They weren't involved in any conspiracy, weren't communicating with aliens, and had no idea about the time warps. Of course, each of them is a bit peculiar, but those peculiarities do not seem out of line at all. Moreover, Ugly seems out of line. And you see her skeleton at the nurse's office, brother? Moreover, if I had met any of these pioneers in my familiar world, I wouldn't suspect anything wrong. They seem to be more normal and natural than, let's say, yours truly. This line of reasoning was quite logical. The illogical part was the absence of answers. Ordinary people in the ordinary, extraordinary place. I've heard and seen that already, somewhere. Dozens of pioneers, or even more, live their familiar lives and do their regular stuff day by day. They don't understand that the world around them is not what it looks like. Okay, but this is their point of view. As for me, I'm not acquainted with the world of the Sov-Yonok camp and its residents. Even if they seem to behave the way normal people would under same circumstances, I have to decide here and now, are those people involved in what's happening to me? Can they give me answers? Any answers? Or do I have to seek the truth somewhere else? Hey, you'll find out. One of them is caught slipping. And they start saying some binary code and be like, oh, I caught your ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna catch one of them. It seems like I overdid it a bit with the thinking. There's no usual crowd of hungry pioneers near the canteen. You're early as hell. You woke up at 7 a.m. Or even inside the canteen. Most of them probably had their breakfast before 9 a.m. That's even better. 2's company, 3's a crowd. Lena was sitting in the farthest corner of the canteen, lazily picking at her with her fork at a amorphous lump that vaguely resembled porridge. Is this what they serve, y'all? This is not protein. Having a breakfast with her seems like a good idea. We can have a chat in peace, or at least try to have one. I was on the way to her table when suddenly someone grabbed me by the sleeve. It's probably Ellis. Oh, it's this dork. Xenia, the librarian. Get your meal and come. We need to talk. I'm not interested in you. You can follow my IG, but I'm not following back. Like, what you want? What are you waiting for? I was a bit confused. Pardon, isn't this a bit too sudden? What's wrong? Get your meal and sit down. I suppose that she considers her behavior completely normal. Yeah, she hasn't had any outside contact with the real world. So it makes sense she's like an incel like everyone else. Sorry, but I promised Lena. Fine. Wait a minute. Why y'all do this telltale stuff now? All right, let me save the game. I wonder if the consequences is like chasing certain routes. Sorry, but I promised Lena. Fine, wait a minute. Man, f you. Get out my face. I'm gonna go talk to Lena, bruh. F off. I'm gonna talk to an actual girl who's seeing the outside world. I was sure that Lena wouldn't mind if I sat next to her. Hold on, wait a second. Sorry, maybe later. Yeah, she wanted to talk. I gently loosened my sleeve from her grip and headed to the farthest corner of the canteen. Xenia was shouting at something in my direction, but I tried to ignore her. Why can't she just why can't she just sit with us? Like, why is there such a weird, awkward space between that? Hi, good morning. Having heard that librarian shouting, Lena had been stealing glances at me for a while. All right, fine, whatever. You know what? No. Yes. Fine, we'll talk to Doofenshmirtz from Phineas and Ferb. Over here, ugly ass. I'm not sure why, but I accepted the invitation. What if I can learn something new? Oh my god. Stop. She's such a bookworm. Nah, she had Doofenshmirtz. A minute later, I was sitting in front of Xenia with a tray and simple meal on it. I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing that again. I'm gonna pick my options, and you can suck monkey butt if you don't like it. A minute later, I was sitting in front of Xenia. Okay, so we got porridge, 2 eggs, 4 pieces of white bread. Oh, they know, you know they hate you. Is it even toasted? A sausage and a glass of compote. Okay. That don't look that bad of a meal. Bon appetit. Thanks. I decided to act as politely as I could, and also eat more neatly, without chomping and spilling crumbs of food or drops of compote. So, what do you want to talk about? Today at the library. What the heck is that facial expression? I was into listening from this point onwards. I immediately recalled Olga's words about the scheduled events for today. Don't forget. Oh, what? I said don't forget to visit the library after lunch. What for? Were you even listening? Nope. I admitted honestly. Xenia's face turned red, then appeared green, then took a soft purple color. Today, after lunch, you, in the library. Got it, dunce? Dunce? What kind of curse is that? Though a pioneer never used a curse word, how could I forget this rule? I mean, them. I'm gonna call you what I want to call you, bitch. Oh, yeah. Sure, I apologize. Of course, I'll be there. Actually, I wasn't really planning to go anywhere. But if you want to make someone speak, you need to sacrifice a bit first. Yeah, just go ahead and lie to them. By the way, what year is it now? I totally lost count. I decided to play fair. She looked at me perplexed and answered, have you gone completely bananas? Honestly, that's how I felt for the last few days. Xenia didn't reply. So, what year is it? I smiled kindly. Listen, why don't you visit the... Why in the world can you not tell me the year? You hiding something, robot? That's kind of strange. I don't know. It feels like the program resets. Like anything, every time you mention something about anything that has nothing to do with this camp, they're just like these bitches can be mad about something.
Come here, Simeon. Where you're going? You need to stop right now.
Hey, Elisa, what country do we live in
again? You better stop. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, that's creepy. That's weird. That is so weird, bro. Like, why do y'all do that? Will they tell me what year it is there? Oh, certainly, and even more. Xenia stood up and headed to the... Why is she late? You talk to me! You talk to me, bruh. Bro, I'm perplexed. Wait, you didn't even finish your meal. But it looks like she won't turn back. Okay, there's something fishy going on. I was finished chewing on the sausage. Are y'all really in an SOS situation? Am I sacrificing people by getting suspicious? I was chewing on the sausage, which tasted like a twisted paired cable. I wonder if they have internet access here. You know the damn well they don't got no internet access. I guess not. A pioneer was sitting at the next table, noticed me talking to myself, and stared at me. You're the one who's weird. Don't look at me like you judgmental. I smiled and waved at him to return. I hate when people stare. I would directly stare back. I'll be like, and what's up? What you want, big homie? Lee. So after such a friendly greeting, he for some reason left the canteen quickly without finishing his breakfast. What, they about to probe me for asking too much? What the frick is going on? Done with the food. It's time to search for some clues. Yeah, let's go looking around, bro. Like, what's going on here, dog? Sometime later, I finally came to the infirmary. Oh, God, we about to talk to Miss Big Tits. I have nothing to do in that place. Though the nurse seemed quite caring, it's better to keep her distance from her. Such benevolence is actually scary. She may know something, but I just hadn't the courage to enter the infirmary. The water can pull up, you dumb bitch. Moreover, I had no reason to. They don't pull up, bro. What is this right now? Not a single one. Immersed in my own thoughts, I didn't notice the nurse who was standing on the porch. Oh, it's too late. What do you want, bruh? Hi there, pioneer. She came closer. You must be sick. Did you come for medicine? No, I was just wandering around. Oh, a truant, I see. But if you're here, I have a serious task for you. I gave her a look of inquiry. The word task made me feel uneasy. It sounded like something inevitable. The nurse smiled spitefully. You both will help me make an inventory of the supplied medicine, which arrived today. You both? What do you mean you? Both? Both? Who are we? Perhaps I misheard. What word could be confused with both? Oh, Lena. Hi. Why you looking mad, bro? You mad I didn't talk to you? Inept social head ass. Lena emerged from the back of the nurse, behind the nurse's back. How did you get here before me? It seems strange that I hadn't noticed her until now. She a robot, bro. Come here after dinner. I have explained everything to Lena. She will tell you what to do. Medicine, huh? supply today, but Oko told me that no bus would arrive in the next couple of days. So there were visitors to our camp today? Yes, they arrived from the city this morning. Why are you asking? Can I not just ask? Bro, just curious. All right then, Pioneer. So tonight after dinner, you'll be here. Lena was barely noticeable this whole time. Surely she's able to remain invisible like a skilled ninja. Could do it on my own. Oh, now you're blushing. I hate these hoes. I'd rather have Viola at this point. They're so much maturer.
I don't know if I want to be alone with him.
I'm not in love with you. Stop it. What type of fantasies you got? You're boring to me, ho. I could do it on my own. No way. There are lots of boxes. And a pioneer is always ready. Isn't that so? Pioneer. What are these blushes, bro? You good? She gazed at me and smiled menacingly. I don't want to spend the whole evening along doing something like this. And also, I've got more important things to do. But rejecting this request would be really improper. If it wasn't Lena who was standing here, I would have definitely think my way out. All right, I'll come, bro. I'll come since you want me to come. Nice. That's how a true pioneer should answer. Maybe she knows something. Maybe Viola might be the GOAT. I don't know. We gonna find out. Even after these words, I barely came a step closer to the be prepared, always prepared motto. Then you can go. Damn. I looked at Lena, who was still staring at the ground. I guess all the time she spent staring at the ground was enough to learn everything there is to know about the life and the habits of different insects. You need to learn how to stop with the run-on sentences. Plus, Lena likes to read, so she probably read many biological, botanical, and so on books. Perhaps she wants to become an entomologist? Okay. Yeah. Where will you head next? Lena's words drew me away from the obscure thoughts. We've been standing at the square for some time, and my speculations about bugs' lives were only an attempt to escape this awkward situation. Why did I see it as awkward? Just don't forget, all right? Don't forget what? Well, tonight, after dinner, at the infirmary. You don't forget! Her face got slightly grumpy look to it. No way, that's impossible. All right. After dinner, I'm at your service. Though too late, at my words, Lena blushed even harder. I'm about to have her hear. I need to find a way to ease the situation. Why did the nurse ask you to do it? I don't know. I was just sitting on the bench reading a book, and when she came, and it's smart to ask a reliable person who would never say no. That's true. Well, then after dinner. Okay, I'll be off then. Sure, yes, sure. She walked off somewhere besides the clubs, and I just stood at the square for some time. All right, so what's next? I decided to visit my cabin in order to collect my phone. I don't know where I'll find myself today, but having a watch is always useful, though having a wristwatch is much easier. Suddenly, I heard a different tune, which was cutting through the usual noise of the camp. I listened to it carefully. Sounds like an electric guitar. 3 repeating chords, no more. This melody still felt somehow warm, as if a vacuum tube-based audio amplifier was used. Or a compressor, or guitar amp. Could there be such a luxury here? The sound was definitely coming from somewhere near the stage area. I wonder who could that be? I better take a look. Who cares? Better keep looking on for answers. I should take a look. All right, let's see. If this music is good, we'll take a look. If it's not, we won't. So let's hear. All right, we're not looking. Whoever that is, what's the big deal? I have better things to do. Off. All right, I came back to the leader's cabin. Olga was lying lazily on her bed and reading a book. Is that all you do? You're supposed to be cleaning, ho? Semyon, what are you doing here? That's what I could ask her too. I've forgotten something, so I came back. You were absent at the lineup. I was getting breakfast, bruh. Oh, yeah, I apologize. All right. Nevertheless, you should do something useful today, just as I planned. But I have my own vision of what useful means. Like, you could go to the square and help with the cleaning. Slavia's in charge there. I'd rather not. Strange. I just been there and I hadn't seen anyone. Or you could visit the boys at the electronics club. They asked me for a hand. And what you doing? Those fathers of invention again. Finally, you could help at the sports club. What are they up to? They're renewing the pitch, fixing the benches, changing the goal nets, and so on. Honestly, none of those options suited me. Right? Why is she always trying to burden me with work? Seriously. Except for Slavia. No one who ever works here. While some people in particular are enjoying their free time with youthful spirit. Every one of the leaders' attempts keep me busy seems to serve only one purpose, to prevent me from finding out my current location. Really, all the deep, vital questions concerning my existence are swept away by a broom together with all the rubbish and litter. In my case, take out some time to work would probably pay off. But just like someone suffering gangrene and rejecting amputation, I will stand by belief. You know, I already have my own arrangements. Oh, really? What kind of arrangements? She bucked up. Well, I can't just tell her what I'm really thinking about. On the other hand, why not? No, it's too dangerous. At least I now maintain a fragile balance and nothing is threatening me. Honestly, we can't tell her anything until she tells us something. Everything seems that way. Just as I thought. What exactly she thought remained a secret. You have not yet realized how important it is to participate in social life. You're sitting here reading a book. What type of social life are you talking about? This is the only way to become a pioneer capable of being a role model. I didn't want to sit through another long lecture, so I decided to accept one of the offers. Sometimes the answers in this world can be found in the most unexpected places. Or at least, so I wanted to believe. So, should I choose for you? The leader's voice turned authoritative. No, I'm good. I could do it myself. Thank you. I mumbled and left the cabin. Where the hell, Slavia? It's just the guys. Fine, I help the sports club. We haven't been to the sports club, so I want to do that. So let's go. I was hoping that I could escape the obligatory work if I pretend that I'm helping the sports club. They obviously have tons of members and could probably do just as well without a single extra pair of hands. However, I better visit the sports ground at least to check in there, just in case Olga finds out that her ideal pioneer slacks off and dodges community service. I don't really care. We don't care. We don't care around here. You never know. I could imagine worse punishments than a public telling off at a party gathering. I wasn't really planning for that to happen. All right, let's see what's about it. All right. All of a sudden, I saw no cleaning, painting, or repairing, but a football match. They were playing 5v6. Okay. I knew it. I was gonna run into her. I don't need to see her panties. Golly, bro. I don't know why she's wearing panties. She should be wearing Pampers. I took a closer look at the players and recognized Ugly. I won't interfere. I'll just watch. The teams were obviously mismatched. The one team consisted entirely of younger kids that looked like about 12 years old. Okay, so that's Ugly's team. The other team consisted entirely of teenagers. Besides, they had one extra player, Ugly. Mind you, what can one extra person, moreover one girl, do? Soon enough, I realized that I was mistaken. Ugly had a good dribbling technique, cutting through the defenders one by one. She obviously lacked teamwork skills, but they weren't even required at this level. She scored with invaluable regularity. I came closer to the pitch. Hey, come and join us. We're short on one man on their team. I guess that's what counts as community service here. We've already finished everything, said Ugly, sounding insulted. Yeah, I would love to insult you all day, but I don't want to play against kids. I don't want to hurt them. I looked over the sports ground again. The benches were freshly painted, new nets placed behind the goals. How did they manage to get through all of this stuff? Come join their team. Well, given that I escaped last time, I should indeed play now. All right, cross these niggas up. Ball at the center. We start. With the very first touch, I put the ball at the top of the corner of with the delicate strike. Actually, it wasn't that difficult. The pitch was almost at 50 meters long, and a goalkeeper of the opposing team couldn't even reach the crossbar. Sometime later, we tied up our team, despite our team being 7 or 8 goals behind at the start. Objectively speaking, one should note that Ugly's team scored a couple of goals during my time here too. More precisely, she scored. You couldn't say that she had Ronaldinho's kicks, tricks, or precise Beckham's shots in her pocket. She would just kick the ball into open spaces, and coming up towards the goal, she just toe punted every time. However, such dual strategy brought positive results. I could not keep an eye on every opponent, and my teammates were not much help. Certainly, I played better than all of them, and theoretically, I could have scored as many time as I wanted, but it seemed unsportsmanlike to me. Winning isn't everything. It's taking apart that counts, isn't it? That sounds like a loser's motto. But after Ugly's words, penalty shootout, the winner wins the game. I made up my mind that I don't want to lose. At the time, it was 11-9 in our favor, so it wasn't reasonable to object. You're in goal. I'll shoot. We'll switch then. One shot each? Yes. I stood at the line and got ready. She took a run. Damn. It sounded like their head got fucking decapitated. Took a run and sent it straight through my hands. That's not fair. What's not fair? I'll shoot again. Okay, just do it, I said, smiling. The second shot would go better in rugby. One more time? Absolutely not, she sniffed. But you shall never score a goal against me. We'll see. I put a ball in the lower right corner of the goal with a precise kick. Ugly didn't even move. However, there was no point. Penalty kicks like that are uncatchable. Looks like I won. She answered nothing and just looked at me resentfully. I needed to lighten the mood. Don't lighten the mood. No! Make her marinate in it. Suffer. This is how a loser feels. This is how you're going to grow up to be, you whore. Bruh. Magiska. Don't get upset. And that's when the music started playing, calling the pioneers for lunch. All right, I'll get even with you some other time. Bro, don't get her happy, bro. Ruin her mood. She laughed, waved her hand, and ran in the direction of the canteen. I juggled the ball a little bit and followed her. Who is marching forward in a row? It is our pioneer squad. Pioneers in a row usually marched to the canteen in the Sovyonok camp. I was looking for a place where no one would disturb me like what happened before, just so I could eat in peace. And for that, at least not be the last one to come. But I was pretty sure whatever happens here happens whether I want it to or not. The canteen was crammed as full as an egg. Look at all these sweaty freaks. Olga was standing at the entrance, guarding it like a hawk. Well, Semyon, were you working hard today? Yeah, I was having fun playing football or soccer. Hard enough. Well done. Truly well done. And the hardest is yet to come. I just bet. Fine. Take a seat next to the girls. She pointed at the table next to the pillar. Slavia, Ugly, Lena were already sitting there. Oh boy, what a combo. Not bad company. At least, not the worst. I got my meal and I went up to them. Do you mind if I sit here? I caught myself sounding a bit clueless. There were no other free places anyway. No, of course. Please do. Lena remained silent. Today, the meal consisted of a plate of borscht. I suspected there was some meat lurking in it, but I had no evidence. Some poultry, chances are chickenus domesticus, with fried potatoes and traditional glass of compote. I found myself liking the local food more and more. Yeah, fried potatoes go hard, bruh. With some onions too, some sweet onions. I guess I came to the conclusion that I have no other choice, which means that there is no use in complaining. Thank God there's something to eat. Coming to the ball tonight? I don't know. He'll come. He got nowhere to go. Unlike you, I got business to do. You gotta go to bed at 8:30 p.m. Ugly said happily. You will come for sure. Of course, I can't miss the opportunity to watch you make a fool of yourself. She got it right, so I decided not to reply. What about you? Asked Lena. Yes. Don't we got something after dinner or something? Yeah, we gotta go do the boxes for Viola. See? You should go too then, said Slavia as leaving me no choice. Hey, robot, let me make my own decisions. Since your programming code, usually you don't make your own decisions. It makes it for you. Don't forget to wear your tailcoat. Apparently, Ugly was so pleased with her joke that she laughed out loud. Oh, funny, ha ha ha. Zoomer jokes. Zoomer humor. But I really had nothing to wear. My wardrobe was a pioneer uniform and my winter clothes, which be inappropriate for even in the evening. And what will you be dressed in, entertainer? Secret. It will be a little dress like in a kindergarten's matinee. Yeah! Get roasted. Ugly turned red. Looks like I managed to offend her. No, I will wear a biohazard suit just so I don't catch an infection from you. Oh, don't worry. My toxins ain't as bad as yours. I wonder what kind of infection are you afraid of catching from me? Enough, you guys. Don't quarrel. Don't tell me what to do, ho. You're my mama. Idiocy. Of course. Looks like Ugly was highly pleased with her, as she thought. Brilliant answer, again. You know, if you already have the flu, you can't catch the cold. Facts. Two can play at that game. What are you implying? Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. She looked away shyly. Why are you looking mad at me? What do you mean that? She went red again. I don't mean anything. Guys, given that it was Lena who interfered, it probably was really time to stop. You're asking for it. You're gonna get it. What the f you gonna do to me, bitch? What? You finally wise up? Looks like little girl wants a whooping. Looks like little girl wants a whooping. Looks like little girl wanna... Oh, hell nah, bro. There ain't no way that is happening to me, bro. Ain't no way. I would've slapped that shit out. And I'll throw my Ooh! Ooh! I beat an ass for that. Don't touch my shit. I hate when do that, bro. Who the f is you? What the hell is you doing? Instead of replying, Ugly grabbed her plate filled with borscht and tipped it over my head. This game met an unexpected finale. Oh, you little. She jumped up and tried to run away. But this time she won't get away. I grabbed her hand. Yeah. 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 Bitch. And what now? I can't just smash her head against the table. This pantomime lasted a few seconds. Suddenly, Ugly skillfully grabbed a glass of compa to splash in my face. She managed to get free of my grip. She dashed off towards the counter and I chased her. They resulted in several flipped tables, a pile of smashed Tupperware, 5 pioneers crippled by various injuries, and a full exhaustion of both parties. Oh, hell yeah. Everybody's getting a part of the collision. A draw of sort of. A belligerent draw. Too much belligerence. We stood before each other, breath heavy. Tell me you won't behave this way again. And you? Ugly snuck up on us from behind. When you think about it, such a riot could go unnoticed. Well, are you satisfied with yourselves now? Her voice appeared to be calm, but I was sure she was about to explode. And who's gonna clean up all of this mess? Exactly what happened. Who? I'm asking you. Who? Him. Replied Ugly with a complete confidence. Her. I objected less confidently. Both. The camp leader brought the conclusive end to this ongoing argument. Generally, I wasn't sure that my share of blame is more than hers. Right. Although Ugly didn't have a drop of guilt on her face. Beat it. I'm not cleaning. Ain't nobody got time for that. You think you Felicia? Hell no. You get your little short ass over here. This is his fault. He started it first. No, it isn't. Oh, yes, it is. See, I'm stooping to her level, arguing with her like a little f***ing child. I'm not going to sort out all of that nonsense. Semyon, go grab a mop, a bucket, some cloths, you know, that kind of stuff in the closet. And as for you, she looked at Ugly with such a burning gaze that I felt a bit sorry for the girl. You! Start to pick up the broken Tupperware. Yeah! Ugly took a deep breath and continued. You're nothing but trouble. How many times have I told you? Yeah, get your ass beat. I decided to skip your lecture and went to the closet and appeared to be near the exit. Suddenly, a perfect idea flashed in my head. Why don't I just run away? Ooh! I'm out here! Y'all, I'm out. I'm gonna treat you like Miku. I'm not the bitch. Of course, I'm not that true pioneer she keeps talking about. But in comparison to Ugly, anyway, she's the principal culprit. It's not like I have nothing better to do than clean up the mess here. I have to seek answers. The truth is out there. Somehow flashed through my mind. Yeah, f this broad, bro. Who? The solution came out of thin air. While Olga was scolding Ugly, I snuck into the exit and thank goodness it was nearby. Yes, sir! Yes, sir! I'm out here. Stepping outside, I hesitated for a few moments and ran into Nick. He looked like he was working until late at the club. Man, move, boy. Where's the fire? Fire? My shuttle is leaving in 10 minutes. What? Hey, wait! Bye, bitch. Nick's words hung in the air behind me. I ran off towards the square. It's definitely not the best place to hide. Indeed, in a state of stress or fatigue, I frequently start talking to myself. Well, not really talking, but rather mumbling under my breath. I do that sometimes, I ain't gonna lie. It helps me concentrate and find the right solution quickly. Okay, where to next? Where should I go? The best place would be the one with the least amount of people. Consequently, my way lies in the woods. Ooh, we go in the woods with it. Half a minute later, I was already relaxing, sitting on the stump near the forest trail. That was one hell of a getaway. I hope that will teach Ugly to behave. Indeed, she's not a child anymore. Well, sad but true. Not a child anymore. Now, a thought crossed my mind. I might have some sort of mishandled the whole situation. A fair share of that broken tableware is because of me. I don't care. Game, if this is your way of guilt tripping me, I do not care. Moreover, one might mention that I didn't have to engage in that mess at the beginning. She threw something at my head. I know it's not man of me to do in the same discourse, but I don't care. She's gonna get the hands, bruh. How's the weather? Off! That's such an op, bro. Like, why are you following me around, you robot? You got a tracker on me, bro? What are you doing? Slavia stood right before me. How does she manage to sneak up unnoticed? Thank goodness, it's not Olga. Fine. Those are my only words I managed to squid out of my face myself. I thought I'd find you here. How you thought? No, you didn't thought. You tracked my location, you freaking robot. Why? I'm not sure. It's just part of my program. Yeah, go ahead and say that. She looked up at the sky. There are fewer people around here. Does Slavia really think that I have some sort of social phobia. And second thoughts, she actually has a good reason to think so. I don't care what she thinks. She's a robot. And what are you doing here? Looking for you? That's not your job. And I'm not in love with you, ho. She smiled again, but this time her smile looked a bit different. A little friendlier, I guess. Me? Why? Can't you guess? I braced and prepared for a harsh lecture. I understand that you're guilty of a lesser degree than ugly. Stop dick riding, bro. God dang. Oh, here it goes, guys. Come on. Hurry up. You know, the camp leader's assistant is defending me. Oh, she's defending me? She's still dick riding, but I felt even more pathetic. Damn, get serious. We're not playing bad cop / good cop here. But if I grant that you aren't gonna help her, you could at least help me. Saying that, Slavia looked up at the sky yet again. I wonder what she's looking for up there. And what do I need to do? I have to reorganize books in the library. I don't care. Leave me alone. It's better than the disciplinary enslavement together with Olga. Ugly. And anyway, it was an offer I couldn't refuse. I'm all at your service, mademoiselle. Or madam. Or robot. She laughed. Then follow me, monsieur. It's monsieur. In a couple of minutes, we're in the library. All the way, I kept looking around in the fear of meeting Olga. It looks like Slavia didn't notice my anxiety. And still, it's quite odd that she hasn't scolded me. Well, if we are to continue our analogy, Slavia is definitely the good cop. I don't know what she is. Well, Xenia, you got what you want. I'm at the library. When we went inside, gleaming sunlight streamed through the windows of the library, with a myriad of dust particles dancing in the beams. This is special library dust with that distinctive smell that you can never confuse with anything else. These microscopic pieces of the moribund collected works of Marxism and Leninism classics. That's interesting. Does the dust near the fiction shelf smell similar to the dust near the books on the physics and chemistry? You talk too much, bro. In your head. You start with the rose. Slavia pointed at the bookshelf near Lenin's sculpted head. Okay, but what exactly do I have to do? Just remove the books from the shelves and put them on this floor. We'll dust them and then we'll put them back. By looking at all this dust, reading is hardly the pioneer's favorite activity. Yeah, that's why they're stupid like ugly. Any idea where Xenia might be? I don't know. Don't know. She probably went somewhere. Strange. It appears that there are just 2 places in the world where one can meet Xenia, the library and the canteen. Yeah, like where else you gonna go? Outside? That's funny. I got into gear. I guess I've never handled so many books at one time in my entire life. Anyways, I'm much more used to reading from a computer screen or tablet, right? I gotta read some manga. Firstly, there's no need to pay for electronic books. And secondly, you cannot find everything in printed form. How's it going? God dang, bro, I just got started. On me knob too much, ma'am? Asked Slavia, standing behind the bookshelves. It's okay. It's going little by little. Have you read anything about that? About what? About communism. Nah, I'm kind of more into historical books. Oh, you're boring. Oh, boy. It's literally historical books and adventures. Me too. Well, historical literature wasn't exactly my favorite. But the class struggle under socialism was no. Why do you have 2 was in the same sentence? Was no match for it. Hey, don't hold a grudge against ugly. Dude, you don't understand. She's ugly. I have to hold a grudge against her. I don't. Indeed, I felt that my ego had mostly recovered from the incident at the canteen. It's not ego. You're just supposed to hate her. You're supposed to be discriminatory against her. Besides, I managed to cleanse myself at the lunch leftovers in a forced lake. It's not like she's doing all that out of spite. I don't care, bro. Yeah, I get it. She's a tsundere, okay? Yeah, and like every other girl's on my so she can be a meat writer, but I don't want her on my knob. Get off of me. Out of spite or not, one should think through one's own actions. Whatever. I kept moving around dozens of books written by people totally unknown to me. I'm gonna forget who they are in a minute, and I'll never get to know what they are writing about. That is a doom of many writers, to become a forsaken set of letters and a hardcover on a bookshelf in the library of a non-existent pioneer camp's reality. I mean, yeah, that is something to like realize as like an artist in general, like your work being put it out there and no one like takes a thought, or no one reads it or watch it or listens to it or watches the videos. Have you finished? Yeah, I think so. Me too. Okay, let's do it this way. I'll wipe them down and you can put them back on the shelves. I don't remember what order they were placed in before. It's okay. Nobody reads them anyway. Yeah, we know that. Look like she has a smile for every occasion. Yeah, because she's a robot. A couple times I've noticed slight differences, shades of emotions in that smile. Joy, happiness, sadness. But these shades were so... What? I wasn't sure if that I'm not imagining things. This time her smile looked a little flirty. Yeah, probably. At least I wouldn't be reading this stuff. Slavia was wiping the covers with a damp cloth, and I was putting the books back on the shelf. We were a good team. Our job was almost done. Why did you take anything from the upper shelves? The upper shelves? I looked up. Sorry, I hadn't noticed them. It's all right. Wait a moment. I'll bring the chair. Even with my rather considerable stature, I wouldn't be able to get them. I stood on the chair and proceeded to remove the books from the shelves and pass them to Slavia. After a while, there were only about a dozen books left at the farthest end of the shelf. It looked to me like it wouldn't be hard to reach that far. I've always been the type to take a larger bite rather than biting twice. And taking that bite without moving the chair under me became a fatal error. Oh no. I knew it. Oh man, this game, bro. They do it in a rather tasteful way. I'll give them that. I'll give them that. They do it in a rather tasteful way, but Jesus Christ, bro. There's always like a reason the game to do something like this. This is an anime for real. Yeah, this was rather tasteful. Cause I was like, why did we not get why are we getting this prop now? Like, why we gotta look up the top shelf? Opening my eyes, I found myself on top of Slavia. Are you alive? I got the fright of my life. Even if I'm 17 now, falling off a chair onto a girl is something else. I'm fine. Her face was only an inch away from mine. Anything broken? I don't think so. You make a rather bad stuntman. She laughed. You bet. I looked into her eyes. Just looked. I wasn't sure what I should say. And Slavia didn't either hesitated to or just let me take the lead. At this rate, something might happen. The lips were so close to mine. The natural desire to start awakening my body. But was it right? You don't even like her. What are you talking about? I had the urge to stand up, but I was unable to do so. Slavia was just lying in silence, looking at me straight in the eyes. All of a sudden, I noticed a bell ringing on the edge of my hearing. It's dinner time. Yeah. Shall we go? Or shall we lie here some more? She smiled again, and this time her smile seemed too foxy to me, as if she was hinting at something. Let's go. I didn't move an inch. Well, if we're going to go, you need to get up first. Obviously. It felt like some invisible force was holding me in place. Slavia seemed to recognize that and carefully slipped out under me. Bro, get up. What the heck? Are you going to stay there? She laughed. At that point, I finally came to my senses and stood up. I'm sorry. That's okay. But we haven't finished it at all. We have to clean up the rest later. I ain't doing that shit. Senya can do that. Yeah, sure. I stayed silent all the way to the canteen. Damn, that took the whole until dinner? Slavia rambled on about her life in the camp, but given that it was indeed a monologue, I wasn't paying much attention. This man don't pay attention to that shit at all. What the hell? Oh shit, I forgot about this. Coming to the canteen, I saw Olga on the porch. Don't you have some explaining to do, young man? Now I remember what it was that I'd forgotten. Nope. How was your cleaning duty? Good enough. That's not what Ugly told me. That was all her fault. And what did I tell you? I don't listen to you, ho. You think you mama bear or something, bro. You ain't mama. I ordered you to clean it up together. And what were you doing? I didn't know what to say, as deep down I knew that she was right. Don't blame him. Semyon was helping me at the library. Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that, Slavia. That's a W. That was a W assist. Oh, really? Yeah. Well, that's all great and stuff, but to cut a long story short, you won't get dinner tonight. I'm supposed to starve? That's some inhumane shit. How is that? Why? I protested. However, my protest looked more like a demand for a refill at the prison mess hall. Bold and daring, but still stupid and counterproductive. I'm gonna get me my meal. You ain't gonna starve me. Hopefully that will teach you a lesson. At that instant, Olga looked more like an ancient Roman legionnaire commander than a tiny camp leader. I had no idea how to oppose her. Forgive him and hold me responsible. What the hell? The camp leader took her time to think it over. All right, if you say so. Thanks. Yeah, see, that's that white mom shit. It was like I had a coupon to bypass any punishment. I cannot do that in a black family home, that's for sure. We hurried inside. I'm gonna join the girls. We had a prior arrangement. Take care. Hey, appreciate it, bruh. I might consider you as like the homie, all right? Don't get any weird thoughts or anything. I don't like you. She smiled and waved her goodbyes. Seriously, where would I be without her? There were no free places near Slavia. And besides, I hadn't been introduced to her friends. Seems that I will have to share a dinner table with Electronic and Shurik. Oh, I gotta share a dinner table with losers? Bet. More up my alley. There were no more places to sit. What's happening, gentlemen? Every time I had to deal with them, I got an inching desire to tease them, or at least drop some cheeky or cocky banner. It might be too risky to behave that way, but the Electronic brothers were my primary source of positive emotions. How are you doing? Fine. What about you? Hits and misses. Did something happen? Lots of stuff. Mind sharing? Nah, some other time maybe. So yourself? He made a helpless gesture. I just need a place to sit. I don't really care about being friends. I got hoes. We're going to the ball after dinner. Nick giggled. I know that. Who you want to ask out? Hadn't thought about it yet. What about you? It seemed like that this question caught him off guard. Ass ugly. That would make her happy. No thanks. Nick fiercely waved his hands. And you, Shurik. You gotta ask Elisa out. Thanks, I'll pass. Wait, do they like them? Ew. He looked calmer than his mate. Oh, come on, guys. It'd be fun. And in any case, we've got things to do. We still have to finish the robot. Oh, that's a marvelous idea. Ask your robot out. Can it dance? Can't even walk yet. Shurik probably missed the point completely. Why? It would be a great demonstration of our achievements in front of the camp. And what will we show to them? Yeah, you're right. They both stared at their place disappointedly. Man, let me eat my dinner. We sat until the last ones at the place. Dinner was over, and the pioneers started to disperse. What will you wear for the ball? Asked Shurik and Nick. We don't have anything special to wear. We'll go as we are. He indicated his pioneer uniform. They don't seem to care about their appearance at all. Well, why should I care then? Wearing my winter clothes isn't an option, so I'll go like this. When does it start? After 9 o'clock. Got it. God dang, that's kind of late. Left at the canteen and then deeply inhaled the fresh evening air. I remember those rare dances I used to go at school. Hesitation, insecurity, even fear. I couldn't dance. I didn't know how to react if someone had invited me. I wouldn't dare to invite someone myself. All in all, I felt pretty uncomfortable about it. And it was even more unpleasant to watching others having fun. It wasn't envy. More like it was disconcerting feeling that people were able to enjoy something so odd for me. I thought there were still lots of time till the ball so I could sleep a little to be fresh in the evening. Okay. Entering the camp's leader's cabin, I flopped onto the bed instantly and shut my eyes. Didn't we have to do something with Viola? We better fall asleep damn near. Strangely enough, I got up right on time even without an alarm. The clock was showing 9. Such a rare thing to happen. I felt sluggish though. Probably wasn't the best idea to sleep during the day after all. Well, I have to go. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Sometimes taking naps during the day for me personally just don't hit the way it used to as a kid. Like, I don't know why. Sometimes I wake up and I feel like shit, you know? I feel like rejuvenated, but then I'm like, I feel like shit at the same time. Like, let me know if you guys with naps like that. Well, I have to go. In a couple of minutes, I was standing at the square. The loudspeakers and some DJ equipment were installed near the monument, and the trees were decorated with light strings. Ah, a typical country ball. A lot of pioneers were around, but no familiar faces. So I just sat on the bench and waited. I don't have to dance after all. Maybe I'll just be able to sit and chat with somebody. Hey there, sad face. Ill. Ugly. Here to suggest something? Come on, let's dance. It's way too early. There isn't even any music left yet. You're so boring. Yeah, I'm not the merriest person for such an event. Would it look like me dancing with a kid? She ran away. So Ugly did wear something like an evening dress. Pretty funny. Oh boy. Hi, Slavia. Hey. She sat down by my side. How's the evening? Fine. Why are you so sad? I'm not. Well, okay. Well, dancing will surely cheer you up. Maybe. Don't forget to save one dance for me. Yeah, I'm good off that. She laughed and ran towards the music equipment. The situation was getting serious. I wouldn't be able to sit through the whole dance party. Oh, hell nah. What you doing? You awkward as just as me, huh? Hi. Lena came closer. Oh, hi. You're here too. Is that such a wonder? Yes. Okay. Gonna light up this party up? The joke fell flat. And Lena blushed and looked down. Well, maybe that's not the best idea. Setting things on fire. Okay, then I guess I'll... Yeah. Why is she so awkward? Bruh. She left. Looks like the whole camp was at the square. Pioneers formed large groups, talked and joked around and laughed. At the DJ's panel, Ugly argued loudly with Olga about the playlist for the evening. Oh, there's lights? Okay, hold up. They getting lit? And here it is. The music started to play. I didn't know the band or the song, but if you ask me, I really felt that I'd tag it Soviet pop classics. The Pioneers stood there for some time, as if not hearing the music. It was always hard to take the first step, especially if you're not pretty sure, that you'll be the only one who would take it. Ugly seemed not to grasp the simple truth. She reached for the center of the square with a few bounds and cried out loud, "What are you standing around for?" And started to wiggle ridiculously. Wiggle's the exact word. Couldn't find a better one. It looked so silly and funny that I couldn't resist her laughing. She looked stupid as hell. She noticed it. "Hey, Simeon!" I pretended I couldn't hear her. "Stop pretending! Come over here!" I kept annoying her. Pioneers slowly realized that they were too sexy for this party and started dancing. It looked really silly from my point of view. Shaking one's arms and legs to the beat of a long forgotten hits. Come on, get real. Of course, I couldn't dance at all, but this thing couldn't be called a dance either. "Hey, Simeon, what are you sitting there for? Don't you want to dance?" I was so deep in thoughts, I hadn't even noticed Flavia. "Not really." "Are you sure?" She smiled. "Maybe later." Damn, what am I even doing here? One more invitation to the dance will completely ruin my pride. I started thinking about an appropriate excuse to leave, and I was looking for a moment to do so, but then I saw Lena. She was slowly heading my way. "Maybe we should go." Where to? I was so immersed in my thoughts, I didn't really get what she meant. "To the infirmary." That's right. I was waiting for that. "But if you want to stay here and dance." I thought she was going to dance. Lena had stood aside the whole evening. "No, I'll pass. Let's go. At least I won't have to stand here like a shy nerd." Seriously, trying to conceal myself in the corner wasn't very pleasant. A bull in a china shop would be more agile than me on the dance floor. I didn't have the slightest intention of dancing in the first place. "Well, shall we go to the infirmary?" Lena brought me out from my thoughts. "Oh, hold on. Yo. Get some perks?" Yeah, sure. Thank you." "What for?" She looked at me in surprise. "Well, for getting me out of there. I shouldn't have told her that dancing is not my thing. It's, so boring there. Seems to me you don't like dancing." There was not a trace of sarcasm in her truthful, even childlike face. Seems like she really doesn't understand. "Yes, I don't like it at all. I'm not into it." "Me too. No one ever invites me to a dance." Lena blushed and stared at the ground as usual. "Strange." "What's strange?" "Well, that no one ever invites you." "You think so?" "Yes." She looked at me with an expression of surprise and a lack of understanding. I got confused and I couldn't find what to say in return right away. "Yes, certainly. If I like dancing, I would have invited you for sure." "Yeah, that's a compliment. Take it." Why the hell this place looks so creepy? We didn't say a word for the rest of the way. Lena obviously felt too confused by my awkward compliment, and I didn't know what topic to choose for a conversation. It was completely dark by the time, and the gloomy building of the infirmary, covered in a night mist, looked strongly like a haunted house. I felt a strong desire to turn around and walk away without him making any noise. All right, y'all. We hit the 120 mark. I guess we'll stop it here. All right, that's episode, boys and girls. Boy, oh boy, that was a good one. I enjoyed that one. That was pretty interesting and eventful. We got to see a lot of characters and to play. I'm starting to understand this is literally like an isekai anime. I you not. If y'all don't watch anime, like this is how the plot usually goes. Like the main character has all these girls and the main character picks the girl that he would want to go. This time it's a little bit different because I can't really tell who's the main girl. Like I think it's Slavia, but then I'm like, okay, it's Lena. And then I don't know. And then hell, they may even make Viola or Olga like a girl of choice. I'm not even gonna lie, like they dead ass will do that in anime. So I don't know. It seems like the options we pick depicts whether route that we're going to. I think that's what I am assuming so far. As far as girls that I like, I don't know. I like Alyssa because she seems more fun. That's like the only character I really like. Lena has potential because I don't know what Lena's really showing, because like I think Lena's very relatable as far as personality and like being shy and reserved, but I'm not too sure. Because if we get into her personality, I don't know if she might be the Dandere type where they're kind of quiet and they don't really say shit. So I don't know, but I'm definitely liking Elisa more than all the other characters, girls to chase. I mean, if Olga is a character, then I don't know. But then I don't know how old Olga is, so it'd be kind of weird if, I don't know. I'm just assuming this is just like the typical isekai anime. But either way, y'all, I'm enjoying it so far though. I'm interested to see what's gonna happen. I definitely know there's gonna be a sex scene or like some type of weird scene where I'm somehow gonna end up on top of her just like Slavia. Look, it's predictable. Either way, y'all let me know your thoughts and theories as usual. Thank you for supporting the business, black business, and we gonna keep this pushing. Either way, y'all stay blessed, keep your head space strong, and I'm gonna see you when I see you. Peace.